And final words, I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide this country, and we're going to have to address that as well. And it breaks my heart as people are suffering and struggling that we're up against those hurricane forces as well.
Snapped these photos. She asked us not to identify her. When the governor issued his apology on Monday, he described the dinner as outdoors.
It was in Napa, which was in the orange status, relatively loose compared to some other counties. It was to be an outdoor restaurant.
But the photo appears to show the dinner being mostly indoors, with sliding glass doors opened up for air. The woman we spoke with says at one point those doors were closed because of noise complaints about the group.
It got louder and louder, and so they had some sliding glass doors that they were able to close. So then it was just a closed off room, but you could still hear them. That's how loud they were.
She says the scene was hypocritical.
It was a very large group of people and shoulder to shoulder. Something that he's always telling us not to do. So, yeah, it was a bit annoying, for sure.
A spokesperson for Jason Kinney told us, quote, the guests and the restaurant followed all applicable state and county public health guidance. The guests specifically required outdoor seating, and that's outdoor seating as confirmed and provided by the restaurant, end quote. The spokesperson also sent us a photo from Town and Country magazine describing that same area as outdoor seating. Regardless, the governor says he just shouldn't have been there in the first place.
As soon as I sat down at the larger table, I realized it was a little larger group than I had anticipated. And I made a bad mistake. Instead of sitting down, I should have stood up and walked back, got in my car, and drove back to my house. The spirit of what I'm preaching all the time was contradicted, and I got to own that. And so I want to apologize to you because I need to preach and practice, not just preach and not practice. And I've done my best to do that. We're all human. We all fall short sometimes.